You want me to put the hammer down?
What's going on, guys? Force Light here again today, and we are going to review the Solo Gaard from Saber Trio. Now let the homie Blake over here, Mr. Code Echo, let him mess around with it for a second, so he's going to give his 2 cents as well. And it also survived 1 dueling session, and it didn't break. So don't look at it that hard, you might break it. So what we have here is a baselit RGB CFX Saber Trio, and it also has the new speaker, which when I first got it I was like, oh man, I wish they had left that bassy speaker in there, but after using it for a few days, there's not really that much of a difference. It's not quite as bassy, yes, that is true, it's not, but the louder, crisper sounds make it, I mean, it seems louder to me. Not as bassy, but louder, especially on like the blast reflection and the lightning blocks. It's a crisper sound. So, Blake, what do you think about it, brother?
It's a good saber until I break it.
Besides that, here's a question for you. What do you think about the CFX since you just got to play with it?
I think it's pretty good. Definitely very smooth. Still could use some side to side, just saying.
Blake so bad won't side to side smooth swing.
Damn right. Look, it's gotta sound good when you go for those blocks, okay?
Yeah. I mean, with the Saber hum, I don't really miss it at all.
Yeah, but still, I do want that sound when you move it to the side to block a blaster bolt, you know?
Right. I mean, the CFX is probably my favorite sound.
So far, yeah.
Just because it's simple to use, even though I've not really done any of that stuff, but it's way simpler than Profi.
Definitely simpler than whatever the fuck Electric's using.
And I don't own a Golden Harvest V3 yet, so
please don't.
And I mean, Zach loves it.
Wait, is that what's in my Electrum?
No.
Oh, what's in my damn Electrum?
Diadium. That thing's garbage.
Yeah, I don't like it.
The Golden Harvest V3 is what Saber Forge uses for their premium sound, and Dark Wolf LGT, they also use it.
Okay.
So, and it's like the simplest, I believe.
Doesn't Dalton have one of those?
No. He has the Eco Smooth Swing V2.
Right.
So, which is not a bad board either.
Still good.
I kind of like it, but man, this thing is a thing of beauty, and it's tough as nails so far.
Definitely heavier than I expected.
Yeah, it is a little on the heavier side. It's heavier than the Vectra. The Vectra is probably the perfect single, like dueling like Saber Trio Saber. It's probably my favorite one. But
except for those grooves,
those rings on the thread line, you just can't put on the staff, and the staff is my jam. That's just how it is.
Meanwhile, I'm the single saber guy.
Yeah, he likes one. Sometimes you like two, but apart.
Yeah, I don't do stabs.
I love how this is very reminiscent of Ben Solo's hilt. It's not it's not quite that, but it's
close enough.
The design tends to go toward that way. But yeah, I love it. I'm extremely happy with Saber Trio, what they did for me, being able to swap this out for the Vectra. And one other thing that I really love is this gesture control. This has the new CFX firmware update that Saber Trio put on there for me, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, and I think this is Blake's favorite sound font that came on it.
Oh hell yes!
Don't hit me. I'm standing close. They also sent me a new battery. So I mean, it's completely new. It is brand new, top to bottom. Except for that blade. That blade's like mine. Look, he's over saying he's gonna break it, but look at him swing it. He likes it.
Let's see if we can get the TIE Fighter sound on here. Oh man, that feels like a fucking cheese grater.
You might have to. There you go. What feels like a cheese grater? What, that?
No, that fucking grip right there feels like a
This?
cheese. Yeah. Swing that around without a glove on. Like, get a real tight grip on there. That feels like a cheese grater.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's not sharp, but it is a little rough.
That's uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, I use gloves, so it's not a problem for me. But it also comes with 26 stock sound fonts. Did you hear that? Electrum Sabercraft, who's come with one. So I mean,
Fucking one.
sorry, just had to kick you right in the ding ding on that one.
I mean, you ain't wrong on that. For $500, price of my Saber, it should have come with all the sound fonts.
Hey, it should at least come with 10.
Yeah.
So once again, Saber Trio. I mean,
don't get me wrong. I still love the Scion more than any Saber. It could use that CFX in it though, more than it could use that fucking Diadem.
now, you could always, you probably save a lot of money, but you could save up and have that thing gutted and swapped out. But
I could.
as a dueling Saber,
It's a tank.
the Scion is a bad Emmer effort.
It has survived some shit. It has been thrown onto concrete. It's hit a curb. It's fallen out. It's been knocked out of my hands. I don't know how many times. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, it's a tank.
Like the glass. ain't
But
even broken there.
the chassis in those things is metal, so I mean it's a solid build. Just wish that soundboard was a little better.
Yeah, the soundboard needs some work.
Another thing I really like about Saber Trio is just if you want Profi, you can get Profi in it too. Now this is a base lip, so I mean it didn't really matter. I don't think Profi does base lip stuff. You have to get it in CFX, but you can get, and on certain occasions you can still get their old Pico Crumble board, which is excellent for dueling. So you got options when they're at full capacity. You can get Stunt, you can get the Pico Crumble, you can get CFX, you can get Profi.
Which is the negative thing I have to say about Saber Trio right now is they don't stay at full capacity for long.
Well, that's a little bit of negative, but the positive is that they don't overwhelm themselves.
Yeah.
So it's like we're gonna sell 1,000 Sabers, and then when those 1,000 Sabers are ordered and mostly made, then we'll sell this many more or whatever.
Yeah,
So-
I don't really like the staggering way they're doing it, but at the same time.
Well, this year they actually gave you a lot of opportunities. I think 5, and you still got Black Friday.
Yeah.
Black Friday would be the next event, I believe, unless they change their mind. But
Now, I do have to say something about the weight of that.
yeah, it's a little heavy.
Yeah, it lends itself to a really solid swing, but it also, if you're just spinning it, it could strain your wrist. So
It's not that much heavier than this, I don't feel like.
no, it's definitely a bit heavier than this. Yeah,
I don't think it is.
it's got.
And I mean, you'll see this in the combat test. I have them coupled together. I don't have any problem swinging it. So even though they're a little heavier than some, the Vectra, for instance, but it's like the lightest, most well balanced hip they make that I've had.
Now-
And I've only got to mess with the Skylar, the Solo Guard, the Vectra, and the Vulcan. The Vulcan's not that heavy either. I don't feel like.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's pretty well balanced.
Yeah, a lot of the weight
But I mean,
is
it's
right
heavy
here
grade.
on
It's got a heavy grade Saber Trio blade in it.
Yeah, a lot of the weight's right here on the thing. Like on the palm or the hilt itself, it's right about here on the weight.
Yeah, I mean, which is pretty good. You want it kind of centered. You don't want it like
Yeah.
you don't want it top heavy. Like, you know, a lot of if you get a heavy grade NeoPixel blade,
Oh yeah, that's definitely heavy.
they're
on the
top
blade.
heavy. You know, so another reason why I like the baselit stuff.
So the center of balance is a little weird on that. Doesn't really lend itself very well to spinning. Now that's balanced.
It looks about the same to me. I don't even know if y'all can see that, but
Balancing it like on the edge of my hand.
okay. Yeah, this one's a little heavier.
Yeah.
So you can see it tilting there a little bit.
Yeah, you can definitely.
But
you can definitely feel the weight in the hilt itself.
But
I feel like
I like it. I like it like that. I'd rather it be heavier on this end than this end.
yeah, it definitely lends itself to a more solid swing. You got my vape still?
That's right. So,
It
for me, this hilt gets a 9 out of 10.
you just missed the vector and you know it.
I did love the Vector. I did. But I wanted this hilt as soon as it came out. I was like, that's going to be my next one. So, I mean, I was going to eventually buy this anyways. So. This has been Forged by Light, and we'll see you in the next one.
One more thing.
Oh,
Remember, when we hit 1,000 subscribers, you're gonna see me in a maid dress. That is a threat. I am a credible threat to your sanity.